Thank you. Mikhail Petrov, TASS Editor-in-Chief. Before asking the question, Mr. President, I would like to thank you. This year, TASS is celebrating 120 years. We're the oldest information agency of the country. This year, in August, you have signed a decree to award the Order of Honorable Labor to our institution, and I would like to thank you for this. This is a high evaluation of our work. Thank you. As for the question, I think it concerns everyone today, I guess. During the Great Patriotic War, TASS were relaying the information from the front. I think it happened the same way as our guys are now working in a special military operations zone. They're also worried about that. What is your take on the course of the special military operation that's been going on for 3 years now? Is the victory any closer now? Naturally, I have expected such questions. There are many of them. As for the incoming questions that were coming in the past days, and moreover, I would like to thank you for this. It gives us a chance to show what we're doing there, what's happening, and what our guys are doing at the line of engagement. You know, the servicemen that whom I talk to regularly, they're giving some souvenirs to me. They're giving me their shoulder patches and so on. There's sometimes weapons as a souvenir. And quite recently, the servicemen of 155th Marine Brigade gave me a copy of the military flag, a banner. And we'd like to ask, can we ask someone to help? Could you please come up here? Yes, yes, please, please. And someone on this side as well. So I have a request for you. Please stand over there, and you over here. And please unfold the banner. On the other way around. The Marines of the Pacific Fleet. I took it with me for a reason. Number one, I wanted to thank the guys for this gift. Second, let's think that this is 155th Marine Brigade. Represents all military banners of our guys fighting right now for Russia, for the motherland, throughout the line of engagement. I have to say that the situation is changing drastically. You know it very well. I just wanted to confirm that. We see movement all along the front line every day. And as I have already said, it's not about moving 100 or 200 or 300 meters ahead. Our military men are regaining the territory by square kilometers every day. That's what I wanted to highlight. Why is it happening? First and foremost, throughout the last year, and this is a classic scenario of military warfare. First, the enemy is going at you, he's being defeated, he incurs losses in personnel and equipment, and then we start moving forward. That's what's happening. Warfare is complicated. Therefore, it's hard to think ahead and to foretell the future. But we are moving forward, and as I said, we're getting closer to solving our primary tasks that we have outlined at the beginning of the special military operation. As for our men and women in uniform, I will continue repeating that, because I have every reason to say that. They're acting as heroes. The capacity of our armed forces are increasing. Right now, we see the banner of 155th Brigade. It's fighting in the Kursk region. It's pushing the enemy away from our territory. They're not alone. 810th Pacific Fleet Brigade, 76th and 106th Division of paratroopers, the shooting regiment of the North Caucasus, the motorized brigade. Everyone is working there as a heroes. Right now, they're fighting, and let's wish all of them, everyone who is fighting in the Kursk region, all along the line of engagement. We wish them good luck, victory, and for them to return home safely. Mr. President, I just came back from the Kursk region. Those units and brigades that you've mentioned right now are doing their sacred duty, freeing our territory. We've worked with them for several weeks. At the front line, we shot a video. 155th Brigade liberated several settlements, and we showed in our video that when the adversary has been pushed out of the settlement, he starts to shell that will artillery fire that very settlement. We traveled to Borky, Snagos, and Lubimovka, the liberated settlement. You can see that on the map. First, the houses have been intact, and now they're being destroyed, and people from the border regions have nowhere to return to. They have no homes. They're trying to rebuild their homes, but now I suggest we call Tatiana Ziborova. She's forced to live during a temporary settlement. Do you hear us, Tatiana? Your question to the President, please. Mr. President, good afternoon. I'm from the Kursk region, from Bolshe-Sedatsky region. I have a question from all citizens of the Kursk region. When our region will be liberated? When the Ukrainian army will be pushed far enough so they wouldn't even dare show their face to us, even look towards us? When can we go back to our houses? Or somewhere so we can live in our own homes. One more question. Will small villages be rebuilt, the villages that have been destroyed? Will the infrastructure be rebuilt there? And now the question from Bolshe-Sedatsky municipality. Will our citizens be put on the list of housing certificates? Because they are not issued to us right now because the Ukrainian army did not go there, so we're not listed as qualifying for the housing certificate. Madam Ziborova, no question here. I don't even want to name the specific date when the adversary will be pushed out. Right now, at this very minute, the fight is ongoing. The fighting is quite serious. It's not quite clear. It makes no military sense to enter of the Kursk region by, the Ukrainian armed forces, or to keep on staying there, sending as cannon fodder their best storm brigades and units. Still, this is happening. It is for sure that we'll get rid of them. But as for the specific date, I cannot name you the specific date. But there are certain plans, so I know the date. It is reported to me regularly. But saying that by this very date, it would not be correct, because our servicemen can hear us right now. If I just name the date, in a day or two, they will try to deliver on that without regard for their own lives. A day or two would not have a great significance, but it is for sure that the adversary will be pushed out of there. And number two, will evaluate the detriment. And number three, everything will be rebuilt. There is no shadow of a doubt about it. We'll rebuild everything. The road network, communal infrastructure, social-oriented facilities, schools, kindergartens. We'll rebuild social clubs and naturally housing. We'll provide certificates to rebuild housing. Those who want to move there, will help them out. Right now, we have allocated already, I think, about 108 billion rubles. The first tranche has already been delivered. The administration will be working throughout all of the holidays. They'll be meeting with people and solving the questions also regarding the housing certificates. There is nothing good about what's happening to you. People are suffering, they have losses and tremendous inconveniences, especially with children and so on. But we'll do everything. Please do not doubt, Madam Zibora. We'll rebuild everything. And everyone who requires housing to be rebuilt, they'll be